Hey guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back, welcome back. So I have finished the major construction part, I guess you would say, of the bookcase. And now it's time to do the finishing touches and make some decisions. So one of the decisions that I wanted to make was up here on the top. Do you see this top piece? I'm trying to remember if the camera actually was, one of my cameras like shut off in the middle of like everything. So I didn't get all the shots. So, but I just put this little top piece on. And I was going to do some caulking or something in there to kind of hide that seam, but I thought, well, maybe I'll do something different. So I have this pull chain. It's just an old, really old pull chain. And what I thought I might do is glue this pull chain onto this seam and then give it a coat of paint. And then when it gets sanded down, it will have a little bit of gold showing through, but it'll also hopefully look like maybe little carved beaded trim. I don't know. We're going to try it though, because you know what? Why not? In this little build, I didn't purchase anything extra anywhere. It's only what I had in my stash at the time. So everything was built with, I need something to put this on. Okay, this will be fine. So everything was out of my wood little scrap bin. Nothing was purchased anywhere. I just used what I had and dealt with it. That's why it took me so long, because I was building things that normally you wouldn't have to build because you could just go buy things. But right now I can't do that. This is Glossy Accents, which is great for sticking metal on anything. So you might hear a lot of big trucks and cars and stuff going by, because apparently social distancing has nothing to do with taking a drive in your car, which is fine. But all the young kids are out because they're not in college, they're not in high school, and they're out ripping and roaring around today for some reason. I'm like, seriously? This is what I need, is a bunch of you guys just making an absolute racket, because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants a racket. You just do your thing. You be you, man. Oh, it's kind of annoying. I'm going to be that old lady, get off my lawn. Yeah, that's going to be me. It's just, sometimes it's just unnecessary. Does that make any sense? Or does that make me sound really old? So anyway, we're gonna stop there. No more petting peeves. We'll just stop petting the peeves. I wonder if that would stay. Feels like it would stay, because I wanted to do this side, but I like it slightly tilted because I don't know, it's lovely. Here's a book. Here, little book. Could you help me out here, little book? Maybe. Just enough to tilt it just a little bit. Sound like a plan? Try not to put quite so much glue this time. This Glossy Accents, the nozzle gets clogged up pretty easily. And so you're squeezing on it, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, there it goes. So, how's everybody doing? I'm sorry I wasn't able to do a lot of, or any, speaking in the first two builds of the bookcase. I was filming just here and there as I could in between other jobs and other activities that were going on, and so I figured if I started talking through everything, then I would forget what I said last time. And it was hours and hours and hours of film. It wasn't just 30 minutes here and 30 minutes there. It was hours. We're talking probably 3 days worth so far. And I just uploaded yesterday's. Yeah. So, and like I said, because I've had to build a lot of things, I haven't been able just to go purchase what I needed. I've had to, jury rig things. So please excuse my lack of finesse. Less finesse than usual, which isn't a lot anyway. So it's not like you have a huge expectation of finesse when it comes to this channel. But you love me anyway. You love me anyway. Finesseless and all. Is that a word? Finesseless? Well, I want to show you in a little bit. This video also may be broken up into a couple of parts just because it may be long. But I wanted to show you guys some neat stuff I found that you can do right now while everybody's shut down. Just some cool things that I happened upon, and I thought I would share those with you. So this is what the trim looks like now, which might look a little janky, so bear with me, because now I have to let this dry, right, before I can put any paint on it and start sanding, because everything needs sanded now, because I did the relief here, and I just want to take the edges, take the black off the edges where it might look like it was handled and touched and worn. These are the shelves, and then here is the drawer, and it also needs to be sanded. And for the little pulls, I have these Tim Holtz. I'll have to find out what these are called and put it on the screen or put them in my favorites or both at Amazon, because I can't remember what they're called and I don't have the package anymore. But they're like, it's a little brad with a little pull ring, and I thought they would be adorable in the drawer as the pulls, but this needs to be sanded first. And another decision we need to make is I wanted to line the back of the cabinet, the back wall. So back in here behind the shelves, I wanted to line it with paper or fabric. This one is just a black and green, but it looks kind of, I left my notifications on my phone. So that's another thing that you're going to hear, is you're going to hear my computer going off across the room. Patink, patink, patink. So it's blowing up over there. So that's what that is. You get all distracted. What was she saying? I don't even know what she's talking about anymore. Would you go answer your computer? There it goes again. So anyway, this is like a deep minty green with a washed out black, and it kind of has a little bit of a salt wash look over it. This is a linen textured, I don't even know if that's going to get picked up. Anyway, you're just going to have to trust me. And it's very, very matte, and I don't want anything glossy at all. No amount of sheen. This one's kind of pretty and rich and gorgeous. And then this one is, of course, a Tim Holtz stripe, and it's kind of a gray and, well, it's just a muddy gray and what probably used to be cream colored stripe. Very, I don't know, it's very cool, very traditional, very classic, and I kind of like it. Another Tim Holtz. I believe this one is also, yep, Tim Holtz, and it's upside down. I mean, this really looks like wallpaper. I mean, this would be perfect. And then there is this one, and this one is also some of the linen textured paper. It is also upside down. The pack that I got these linen papers out of, I think I still have the cover and everything, so I'll be able to tell you what that is. But this is just some faded sheet music, which is beautiful. And this one too also came from the same pad. So it's kind of a reddish brown, kind of almost a cinnamon. Oh, I'm going to have to turn that off. It's driving me nuts. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. So it's like a cinnamon with kind of a florally flourish going on. It's pretty and it's understated. So I don't want anything that's going to be bright. So I picked this out and then I thought, I'd have to really dirty it up because I think it's going to be too bright and happy and cheerful. And I really don't want I don't want it to stand out and scream. This one is a Prima, the Romantica collection. I thought this one might be pretty. And then this was the last one that I had picked out, also from that linen texture. It's got some butterflies and some script on it. Again, I think it's going to be too bright, although I do like the pattern. So, decisions must be made, my friends. Must be made. Knock all this off, aren't I? So these are the 3 that I am thinking about. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go do some sanding. I'm going to start on the drawer since I don't have to worry about it drying, and then also the shelves. And then once this is dry, which it doesn't take that long, I will also put a coat of black on the trim, and then I will give this all just a light sanding just to knock off the black so that you can really see the raised relief and give the edges a little bit of wear. And then I will come back and we will make a decision. Probably. But I have to go sand this outside because black paint, I know everything is going to get everywhere when you sand. That's just the way it is. But black is really, really, really obvious, and it's real powdery and it gets everywhere, and you shouldn't be breathing it in anyway. So we're going to go outside. It's like 65 degrees. So I'm going to go outside and enjoy some sunshine and sand for a while. I'm going to sit there in the sunshine and sand.